Hey everyone, it's time for some more Monster Hunter, and today I actually have to apologize because I realized that I have been missing out on a couple of quests. It looks like there is a Slay the Gypsaro quest, there's also a Bullfingo quest, and a Genprey and Gendrome quest that I somehow missed out on. I just double checked in the village, and I'm not sure if going into multiplayer might have triggered them to appear, but I do have to catch them up because I feel obligated to in order to catch everything up to where I was before the Rathalos, before I go back into multiplayer. That said, without any further ado, let's get right into it. Check out my Patreon, link in the description below to become one of the mad lads, or ladies. Also, subscribe, please. Now, since I'm going to be doing like 4 missions today, I think I'm going to start with the hardest one first. Now, arguably the hardest one is going to be dealing with the Gypsaros. So, as you can see here, there's a Slay the Genprey, Slay the Gypsaros, Slay the Gendrome, and if we go into our 3-star quest, there's also Trouble in the Forest for the Bullfingo. For the 5-star quest, of course, there is some quests that, we haven't done any of these yet, so I'm not too worried about it. But I'm going to go ahead and slay the Gypsaros just to get it out the way. Now, one thing I didn't take into account that I do kind of appreciate is that in single player, everything is kind of here in terms of like not only the item shop, but also the armory as well. So if you wanted to quickly upgrade something and you had the materials for it, you could just go ahead and do that before you hopped on out. Although it is recommended, of course, obviously, to clear your item pouch beforehand, so it wouldn't really help too much, but even so, it is just nice having the armory like right there accessible instead of having to leave out the tavern and going through a huge hub area in order to actually get to the armory. Now, the Gypsaros quest in single player should be a lot easier than the multiplayer version. There's a small barrel bomb, we'll probably utilize that. Now, the flash bombs, I'm not sure why they're giving us to it, honestly, because it is completely useless. But that said, though, the only thing we really need to worry about is the Bullfingo, because the Gypsaros is pretty annoying, but since it is a single-player version, and I am using the second to strongest version of the Rathalos Greatsword, I should be able to handle it pretty okay. I'll just need to clear out the Bullfingo first so that they don't infinitely charge me and get in the way. Now, it is nice that the Kelby are right here, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to go over to Area 4, kill the Bullfingo there. Then I'm probably going to circle around to Area 9 and then Area 5. And of course, what I did was I actually stocked up on my paintballs, so now I have all my paintballs in my inventory instead of my item box. So as we can see, there are some Bullfingos here. Now, the Bullfingos in this game, and I think in Rise as well, do have a lot of health. It takes like 2 hits with the Greatsword in order to kill them, and you will, of course, want to avoid them as much as you can. Thankfully, though, I am doing enough damage that I at least stun them with the first hit, so they are not too much of a problem right now. But there are quite a few in each of these zones. Thankfully, though, they don't respawn. So even though the Gypsaros is right there, I'm going to go ahead and try to get rid of these last couple of Bullfingo before they become a problem. Alright, I believe that should be all the Bullfingo. The thing was, you can't really see the Gypsaros through the fog unless you like get pretty close to them. So I'm going to go ahead and pop an Armor Seed and a Power Seed just to boost my armor and defense. I'm going to go ahead and get this out of the way, but I'm going to go... Oh, I need to block. I need to block. Thankfully, that actually... Oh, he actually stopped. But I'm going to go ahead and use a paintball on him because I do want to know where he is at all times. Unfortunately, with Gypsaros in the swamp, I remember this very well from playing the English version of Monster Hunter 1, and he just runs around everywhere and flies around everywhere. It is really difficult in order to get him to actually stay still and fight him properly, but the best thing you can really do is just kind of wait for him to do his thing and try to track him down and follow up on wherever he is and then try to hit him whenever he stops. Now that I think about it, I know with the Cephadrome... Oh my god, dodge. I know with the Cephadrome, there was that thing where it was like, oh, they actually go into a couple of areas, like a couple of corners, and then they actually... Oh, dodge. And then they actually stop, and you can track them down and intercept them that way. But I wonder if the same thing applies to Gypsaros, or if he really does just kind of randomly run around. Thankfully, though, he isn't doing a whole lot of damage to us, because 1, he is a single-player version, and 2, we are wearing 2 pieces of Rathalos armor, which does increase our defense quite a bit. All we really have to worry about with this fight is poison and the flashing as well. Oh, I guess in Gypsaros stealing our items, but we do have antidotes, so that does help quite a bit. Now, what I'm probably going to do is I'm going to start trying to do, like, draw attacks either first on the head. I want to break the light crystal on his head so he can't flash me, and then I'm going to start focusing on the tail in order to maximize damage as much as I can. Now, when it comes to Gypsaros, you do have to be mindful of his spit attack. It does do poison damage, but it also does normal damage on top of it. I don't know how, but I somehow got accidentally stun locked by his poison attack quite a few times. That is very frustrating, so I'm going to have to heal now. Thankfully, though, Gypsaros is just kind of running around the arena now, so I was able to get some free heals in there. And maybe I should use a mini whetstone here in just a moment, because the sharpness on the Rathalos Greatsword, at least the one I have, I think it's the Red Wing, it's not the best. It's decent, but it's not the best. Now, I am thinking that whenever Gypsaros does run around, he does it 3 times in a row. I could be remembering that wrong, but it is looking like, yeah, 3 times in a row. So I guess I can use that to kind of intercept his pass as much as I can, but you just got to be careful of that. I'm glad his Wind Gusts aren't hitting that Mosswine, though, because that Mosswine getting involved would be a little problematic. It could, like, stun me into an attack. Now that I'm fighting, I'm going to try to implement a strategy, since he is running around everywhere, where I'm going to try to wait where I, like, try to basically intercept his third attack, or not third attack, his third charge, but he is running right now. I was trying to get a cheeky little hit in there before he went off, but now I believe he's going to actually leave the zone. So what I'm going to have to do is, oh, it's Area 5. I can't remember if that one has Bull Drum as well. It might actually have just the Genprey like normal. If it is, I'm going to try to kill them just so they don't respawn. But as you can see, like, over here, all these Bullfango are going to be a problem, so it's best to just try to take them out as quickly as you can. One of them is probably going to hit me, because, oh my god, Malinx. Dodge. Oh my god, Malinx, please, no. Bullfango, please. Alright, so what I need to do is try to get to this Malinx, and circle attack. And, yeah, I missed it. I missed the Malinx because of the Bullfango, and I am very upset with the Bullfango. Or, did I not? Oh, well, I definitely hit the Malinx. I don't know if I got my potion back. Yeah, no, I missed the potion. So, basically, one of them got away with the potion, and I just straight up missed on the other one. So, what I'm going to do is, in order to get rid of it, I'm going to come over here, I'm going to kill this Bullfango, and then I'm going to leave the area and come back and then kill the Malinx, because that should make it appear again, and then I can take it out and it won't be a problem anymore. But I believe Area 1 is where their nest is. Not Area 7, but like Area 1. I believe that's where the Palico area is, unless the swamp doesn't have a Palico area, in which case I've lost that potion forever. But I think I can get the item back if I go to the Palico area, if there is one over here. But I will need to, yeah, be mindful of this one Malinx, because this son of a gun stole from me. And so I'm just going to get rid of it. Now that I think about it, I wonder if you can actually, yeah, alright, good. So you can actually get your gear back from this pile. Yep, there we go. So I'm just going to use a mini whetstone, then I should be fine, and then I'll go over to Area 4 and deal with the Gypsaros. And I'll go ahead and use an herb as well, because I might as well. Something I probably should have bought is well-done steaks, but I didn't bring any of my well-done steaks because I didn't think I'd need them. But this Gypsaros fight might take longer than I initially thought. So I'm going to go ahead and actually come over here and try to get the Gypsaros to play dead. Once it plays dead, I'll place a bomb, and then after I place the bomb, hopefully I can do it like right before it wakes up. And if not, well, it shouldn't take off all my health, but even so, it should be fine. Alright, so the Gypsaros has started charging. What I'm going to do is I'm going to wait and see if it... Oh, wait, I should actually go over there, because it should be charging that way, and then it's going to come back over this way, and hopefully I can intercept it. Now, same thing applies. I'm just going to go ahead and try to focus on draw attacks, just like with dealing with the Rathalos, and since I have a much stronger greatsword now, and especially one that deals elemental damage on top of the additional damage, then I should be able to do a fairly decent amount of damage. Of course, Gypsaros is charging now, so I'm going to come over here and do the same thing as before. Basically intercept his path on his way back, since I do believe every time he charges, he charges, he does it 3 times in a row. Alright, so now he should be stopping right over here. Yep. And then he wants to do that. And then I broke it. Okay, nice. We're good. We're good. Now I just need to focus on the tail, and everything should be a-okay. Alright, looks like unfortunately the Mosswine is aggroed onto me, so I'm going to need to take care of this guy before he becomes a problem. Now that I think about it, I wonder if whenever Gypsaros repositions, let me see if I can predict this. Is he charging? Yeah, he's going to do his charge. Okay, so it looks like whenever he repositions like that, it means he's going to start doing one of his charges. Which is actually neat, because it seems like I'm actually learning the Gypsaros fight. That actually feels pretty good. Because learning how a monster fights can turn it from one of the most annoying fights in the game to at least somewhat tolerable. Like, obviously, I don't think Gypsaros is a good fight, but if I can figure out his fight, he'll be at least tolerable to some extent. Although he is leaving the area again, so... Oh, no, he's just kind of flying around. So So yeah, I do hate when he does that. I don't know exactly what causes it, but hey, what can you do? Sorry, Moss Wine, you're going to get in the way. And I think Gypsros, yeah, he's going to run away right now. So I'm going to see if I can get a quick hit in, and yes, I did get a hit in, which is good. Oh, although he's not running away. I keep thinking he's running away when he does his little chicken run like that. Oh, I actually killed him. Yo, that was actually really quick. Like, I'll be honest, I figured he was getting pretty close to death, but I didn't think I'd actually kill him that quick, and with so little issue. Now that I think about it, I figure the power seed probably had something to do with it as well. So yeah, just keep that in mind. The items you carry, like the power seeds and the armor seeds, yeah, those probably helped as well. On top of the normal damage I did, they probably reduced the fight by at least a couple of minutes, probably, because I was getting quite a few good hits in there. So yeah, looks like I'm learning the Gypsros fight pretty well, and now I've basically got him downloaded, for at least this game. I'm not looking forward to fighting his future iterations where he has even more tricks up his sleeve. Now that I think about it, I figured that there are some quests that might be exclusive to the English version of the game compared to the Japanese version of Monster Hunter 1, but I'm starting to have doubts, because I know there's missions like this one, Trouble in the Forest. I think in the English version it might have been like 15 or 20 Bullfango, but it might have just been 10, like normal. But even so, it is making me think that either I missed these quests, or that going online enabled these quests, or something, because I honestly cannot think of any reason why I didn't see these quests before. And it even said clear on the missions, like I cleared all the quests. But now I'm starting to wonder if that means I just cleared the rank instead of clearing all the quests. Or it could be a situation where because I went online, it triggered something in the game's code where it enabled those missions. I'm not entirely too sure. But either way, I know my first stop is going to be Area 8. Because I know in Area 8, that's where quite a few of the Bullfango are going to be. At least 3 of them. So as you can see, there's one right there. It's going to come charging right at us. And it should only take 2 hits to actually kill it. First one to stun, second to finish it off. Now, of course, we do need to be careful, because if we get trapped into a corner by Bullfango, that is going to be a very, very unpleasant time. Of course, this one's here, and I know there's another one somewhere. I hear it behind me. But I'm going to see if I can hurry up and kill this one first. Yep, and there's that one. And I just need to try to stay out of the way. Yep. And then I just need to come over here and do a quick stun. And a kill. Oh, I actually didn't mean to do that. So that's the thing about the, there's this mod, the one that gives you the widescreen. It also lets you enable the PSP controls, where the face buttons of the attack instead of the right analog stick. However, I have found that, I don't know if it's the coding or just how it's implemented, but it is a little bit finicky. Normally, like 9 times out of 10, the attacks do register properly, but sometimes, very rarely, I'll try to do an upswing, but instead I'll do like a circle slash, for example. It's not like a huge problem, though. It's just something that I have to account for sometimes. Either that or I'm just not pressing the buttons right. But I never really had issues with pressing the controller buttons before. I have heard about a couple other people that where they were like button prompts weren't registering properly, where the button inputs weren't registering. So maybe it is just like a small little bug where sometimes they don't register properly. Something I'm surprised about is it seems like what the fuck? Okay. But it's something that seems surprising to me, at least, is that the Bullfango actually don't have this instant charge attack that they had before, which is really surprising to me. Also, I think that Bullfango is stuck. Hey there, but oh my fucking gosh. Okay, yes, hello, oh my god, Jesus Christ, fellas, please, calm down. Alright, so let me just get rid of these 2 real quick. Oh, there's 3. Holy shit, okay. And, yeah, there you have it. A whole bunch of dead Bullfango. And then now the world is a better place. Needless to say, this game is very well put together. But yeah, there are a couple of bugs. Just gotta be mindful of that. Alright, so there should be just a couple more in the 4-star, I believe. Yeah, so over here, it looks like none of these quests are available. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to quickly restart the game, and then that should actually change the quests. And by restart, I mean, like, quit to the menu. So I'm going to go ahead and save game, quit to the menu, come back and see if the quests show up. Oh, that's actually something I didn't think about. So the widescreen patch mod. So if you go into the options, there's actually an option to enable random quests from the village. So now I'm thinking about it. Most likely, I did do all the single-player quests, but what probably happened is that whenever I enabled that mod and allowed to the random quests, it also imported some of the quests through that mod from the English version onto the Japanese version of the game. So I'm probably not going to worry about too much more after this. I'm going to go ahead and hop into multiplayer and hunt a couple of Rathalos. Now that said, I will be going back into single player as soon as I finish the multiplayer, and I will be doing all the quests that I see until I see no more quests are available as like not being cleared. So since it does say the rank is cleared, I'm going to count that. However, from this point forward, whenever I do go into single player, once I go back to finish it up, I will check all the earlier quests every single time, and if anything is shown as not cleared, then I'll go back and retroactively do it. Because technically, I'm not breaking the rules by not doing them, but just to be fair, after I finish the multiplayer, I do want to be fair and do those quests, because at the very least, they are showing up. So I guess we could think of them as like secret quests. Secret English version quests, like Western quests that mysteriously show up in the Japanese version of the game for some reason or another. I don't know. Because of a mod. I mean, obviously it's because of a mod, but we could like try to lure something into it and say, oh, for some mysterious reason. They got messages from visitors across the ocean. Requests. Now, it looks like I only need 700 more HR points. I'm not sure exactly how many quests that amounts to, but I think what I'm going to try is basically doing whatever quest that I can that's in the 2-star rank and see if I can finish it. That way I can try to advance. Since we were already killing Bullfango, I think Trouble in the Swamp is a good place to start. Now, it looks like there is nobody playing at this time, which is kind of sad, but at the same time, it shouldn't be too hard to at least grind some HR points from a couple of these quests, because I only do need 700 more, which is much less than the, what is it, 3,000 I needed before. I think it was like 2,700 I needed. So maybe 2 at most 3 quests, and I should have it done. Now, there is the downside, though, that, one, it's the Swamp Bullfango, and they are a lot more vicious, usually. And second of all, they're probably going to have a lot more health than the single-player versions. So it's probably going to take me closer to, like, 3 or 4 hits in order to kill a single one. On the bright side, I do have more rations, and I do have more paintballs, so that will definitely help me out. Especially with avoiding whatever is probably in the map, which is either a Gypsaros or a Rathian, is my guess. I highly doubt it's a Gendron because of how far into the game we are at this time. Maybe if it was like a level 1 swamp mission or something like that, like a 1-star mission, probably, but I got my money placed on either Rathian or Gypsaros. Probably Gypsaros more than Rathian. Something I'm surprised about is I keep seeing Kelby in Area 2. I'm used to there being Aptonoth here, especially with like the Sootstone lore quest. Obviously, there's Aptonoth here, but I'm not used to there being a lot of Kelby here. Usually just Aptonoth. So it would be a good place to grind for like warm pelts and Kelby horns. Now let me test and see how much it takes to kill these guys. Yeah, that's what I figured. A full 3 hits instead of 2. So even that 1 extra hit could make things problematic. Because even now, I could hear them, and now I can feel them. So yeah, they're definitely going to be a problem. I'm going to have to try to skirt around them since there's multiple of them now. And I think a 3rd one is approaching at this time. So I'm going to try to oh no, that's not a 3rd one. That's actually the wing beats of most likely a Gypsaros coming to wreck my day. Oh, I was wondering if the Bullfango had that instant charge, because they weren't doing it at all in single player. Yeah, can confirm they got the instant charge, so that's unpleasant. I'm going to do my best to skirt around the Gypsaros, though. After I kill this Bullfango, I'll probably go ahead and paintball it, just so I know exactly where it is. But then once I paintball a Gypsaros, I'm going to skedaddle on out of here and probably go over to Area 9. Now, there will be the mail links I'll need to deal with, but I should be able to kill them in 1 hit. And I do got the Gypsaros paintballed now, so I'm just going to go ahead and get out of here. I do think it's funny he hasn't spotted me yet, so hey, I'll take it. I got to paintball him, and I know exactly where he is now. But yeah, I'm going to go ahead and murder these Malinks, because they are definitely going to get in the way, and I don't want to deal with their mess. Of course, since I did focus my efforts on killing the Malinks instead of killing the Bullfango, they are going to get in the way now. So I'm going to have to wait for all 3 of them to charge, and let's see if I can stun this one. Yes, good, I can, and I can even hit multiples at once. So yeah, let's just go ahead and take these guys out and see if I can get rid of the rest. Now, my guess is there's going to be a crap ton of Bullfango in Area 5 and probably some in Area 10, but I'm not super worried about it. I'm just going to go ahead and throw on a Power Seed and an Armor Seed. That should give us a boost for, I don't know, 30 seconds, a minute, something like that. I should probably start saving those all for, like, demon drugs and armor skins, but I'm not super worried. I'm just going to go ahead and try to take these guys out and get this out the way. Although, it does make me sad because it seems like the power seeds don't do enough to boost our attack in order to kill the Bullfingo in 2 hits. So, yeah, I was probably kind of wasted using it on them. Now, Gypsros is coming here. That's going to complicate things, but there is only one Bullfingo left over in this area at least. So I'm going to murder this guy and run over to Area 10. There's only 5 of them left. My guess is that they're either going to be in Area 10, 6, and 3, or somewhere in the caves in Areas 11 and 7. Now, the Gypsros did see me, so I am going to have to run. Thankfully, I was able to make it out of the zone, but hopefully the Gypsros does not aggro onto me. And yeah, as I thought, the Bullfingo are not over here in Area 10. It's just the Genprey. So I'm going to have to run over to Area 11, see if they're there. My guess is that they're in Areas 11, 6, 7, and 3. Or at least some combination of those areas. I only need to kill 5 more anyway, so I'm not super worried about it. Although I still can't get over there being like that giant Bullfingo over here. That is pretty funny. Now I lost a lot of health there because basically a whole bunch of Vespoid just kept stinging me. But that was so nice. I'll probably leave that in just to show it off, but that was so satisfying. Holy crap. Now, I'm going to go ahead and use another mini whetstone for safety because most likely my sharpness is close to going down another level. So I'm going to use it to get out the way, although the Gypsros is coming over here. I thought he was going to Area 6 at first because I was about to say I need to get over there. It looks like there aren't any Bullfingo over here there. They're probably in Area 3, unless there's Velociprey there. In which case, they're probably in Areas 7 and 8. I'm going to have to backtrack all the way to 8. Yeah, there's only Aptonoth here. Why can't there be Aptonoth here on the Sootstone quest? My goodness. So it looks like the Bullfingo are going to be in Area 7 or 8. Or there's just going to be 3 in Area 7, and then we can call it a quest there. Yeah, it looks like there is 2 here. So there's going to be like 1 more hidden away somewhere, and I'm not sure where that's going to be. As usual, the Bullfingo are making it possible for the felines to steal from us. So I'm going to try to get my paintball back that was stolen. I'm probably going to fail miserably, though, because that's the one that stole my paintball. I'm going to take it back and then try to get rid of this one while I'm at it. Of course, that Bullfingo did get quite a few hits in on me, so I'm just going to get rid of this thing and get him out the picture. I really do not like Bullfingo. I honestly just do not. Alright, so basically because of this, there's literally just one Bullfingo hanging out somewhere. I'm going to have to figure out where that is. Now, it's either going to be in Area 8, or it's going to be hidden in one of the other areas that I already went to, and I just missed that one Bullfingo. I'm really not looking forward to tracking it down, but hey, it is what it is. We gotta do it in order to complete the quest. Now, I am kind of low on stamina, and by that, I mean I lost a bar, so I'm just gonna go ahead and get one back. Yeah, it looks like I missed one in Area 9 somehow. I'm not really sure how, but I'm gonna go ahead and get rid of this guy, and that should complete the quest. And there you have it, 15 Bullfingos slain. I do want to see how many HO points this does give me, because I would like to get to rank 3 before the next video. Or to the 3-star mission, since I already did the urgent quest. Oh, that is unfortunate. Looks like it only gave me 100 points. I'm going to need to do a few more quests before I get to the next rank, but I'm not too worried about it. I'm actually recording this the night before I normally would, just because I need to stay up for a couple more hours in order to sleep properly for work tomorrow, so I don't mess up my sleep cycle. And I figured I'd go ahead and record another video while I'm at it. That way I can save up on some time for tomorrow and possibly even sleep in. But we'll have to see how much editing on this I can get done tonight. Alright, bit of a unique video, but I'm going to call it there. Thank you everybody so much for watching. If you liked the video, leave a like on it. Subscribe if you'd like to see more content like this, and leave a comment down below if you have any tips for me on the rest of the game. If you'd like to join me for any of my missions in multiplayer, join my Discord down the link below. I do usually post whenever I'm about to do a mission, and anybody who wants to join is welcome to join. And if you want to support the future of the channel, check out my Patreon, linked in the description below. That way I don't ever have to see another Bullfangle again. Bye now.